Hello, this is a slight departure from my normal reviews as this isn't really a review. I am asked by many people what gear do I use for me filming me reviews, and it does vary from review to review, but this is a general setup that I would normally use for filming my reviews. My main camera is normally the JVC GY-HM170. I use that because it's got XLR inputs, it's 4K, and there's many features that camera has, but I particularly like its autofocus, its face detection on autofocus. As I work by myself, I don't have a crew to set up the shots and check focus. I need a reliable camera that will set the autofocus for me, and I find the JVC one does that extremely well. My B-roll camera, which is used for the second shots, is this one over here, which is my Sony AX33. Now that is a fantastic little camera. I use that for outdoor shoots as well because it's got a fantastic image stabilization built into the camera. So that's generally my B-roll camera, and I have connected to it the Sony XLR adapter with the Rode NT-G2 microphone. Again, that's for picking up ambient noise if I need to, and for syncing the two shots together with me A camera. This particular filming I'm doing, this particular video, I'm not using the JVC camera because I'm working at home. I'm using the new Panasonic it's the FZ2000. I get confused with all these model numbers. It's a Panasonic FZ2000. Again, it's a 4K, well, it's not really a camcorder, it's a 4K bridge camera, but it's a hybrid camera. It takes stills and it takes video. I use it predominantly for video, but it also takes fantastic stills. There will be another review on that particular camera coming up soon. Now, this one again has fantastic autofocus with face detection. Again, I'm working by myself. I need a reliable camera that will set the face detection and it won't hunt. Hopefully, when you watch this video, again, it gets confusing because I'm running two cameras. When you watch this video, you will see that, hopefully you will see that the focus isn't hunting. The microphones that I use, generally speaking, is the tie-clip microphone variety, and I use the Sony UBX2, I think it is, UBX P2 radio microphone system. I prefer the radio mics. It's much easier to work with, no cables running across the floor, anything like that, and you can work at quite a distance. I mean, this is a very short distance, but I tend to use the Sony UBX P2 radio mic system, and I use a Sennheiser on the Panasonic camera. I'm using a Sennheiser MKE300 as, again, picking up the ambient noise and as a backup, because if the radio mic goes down, I've got a backup. For lighting, I normally use my Aputure Amron LED lights. It's a panel light and it's absolutely superb. It takes the Sony batteries, so you don't need to worry about mains power, and it's great in the studio. It's actually really compact to move around as well. It's only a small unit. I haven't got that today. I'm using the LED light that sits on top of a camera. Absolutely really bright. It's more than adequate at these sort of short distances. And you'll be able to see that light's being used, as I've got a third camera, a little Panasonic LF1 that is being used over there, and that's picking up me and the two cameras. So you'll see that when I edit all this in. So as a very quick overview of my camera equipment that I use, so I'll just quickly recap. I use the JVC GY-170. I use the Sony AX33, which is over there. And I've got the Panasonic FZ2000 over here. That's a very new camera from Panasonic, great hybrid camera. And then I've got a third camera over there, which is the little tiny Panasonic LF1. Now, for editing, I only use Macs. I won't use PCs. And I've got two Macs that I use predominantly. I've got my MacBook Pro here, 13-inch MacBook Pro, which I use for when I'm at home. I use it in the office as well sometimes, but predominantly when I'm at home. Great little laptop. and I've got the 27-inch iMac back at the studio, which I use for editing, and I use Final Cut Pro 10.3, Final Cut Pro X 10.3, or FCPX, there's various terminologies for it. A great bit of software for editing. Highly recommend it to everybody that uses Macs. If you don't know of Final Cut Pro 10, you need to look it up. So there we go. That's a very brief look and a quick overview of the camera equipment I use and the editing equipment I use for filming these reviews. It does vary, but that is the main kit that I use. I hope you like my reviews and I hope you like my videos. If you do, please hit the like button and subscribe. It makes it well worthwhile me doing them when you do that, and I really appreciate that. So thanks very much for watching. See you on the next one.